Good morning and welcome to New Student Onboarding. I'm Miss Brandy Guillory and I'm going to be your instructor. And we're going to start off this meeting this morning with some introductions to some other Unitech staff that are really a huge part of your team. And I say your team because we are here for you. That's what we're here for, is to see you guys succeed, to get you to where you want to be, to learn the things you want to learn so you can go and do and be awesome, right? So we're going to start this off by introducing you to our director, Miss April Austin.
Hi, and good morning to all of you this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday to you and happy career day to you guys as well. Today begins your new career on your journey to your success here. For some reason, you either saw an ad, you saw a billboard, some type of way you decided to reach out to us, to Unitech Training Academy online, because you were interested in one of our programs. And moving fast forward, right here you are. Here you are. So that interest that you guys had, it has frustrated to today. And we're so excited to have you guys, right? Today begins your day in your career. One thing is one thing. Please communicate with us, right? Communicate with us. Let Miss Brandy know if you're just having a rough day, a bad day, whatever, right? She's going to be your first point of contact. Then, if it's not directly associating with her, she can then reach out to the partners and to her team to get you the resources, the answers, and the help that you need, okay? So remember, communication is going to be very important. It's going to be key to your success here at Unitech Training Academy. You have a huge, huge support team that is here, but we're not mind readers, right? So we definitely need you to communicate with us on any and everything. If you are out for one day, we're going to be contacting you, right? Let you contact us first. So that's the hint. The communication needs to be a two-way street. You guys need to meet us halfway, right? When you are going to get your diploma, it is going to have only your name on it. Only your name on it. So I hope that if you haven't done so far, that as soon as you get off of your onboarding call this morning, that you will grab a pen and paper, put some ideas on it, put some goals on it, reach out to your loved ones, your family, friends, whoever's your support team if you have one, and let them know that this is important to you. You are in college beginning today. You are in college for 9 months, and you need to be focused on your college education. This is really important, right? Please, we don't want to hear in a couple of weeks, oh, my job, my kids, get that together today. I want you to understand and to realize that today you are a college student. And in a short few months, you will be a college graduate, right? Again, remember that diploma is only going to have your name on it. It's not going to have mom, dad, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, kids, work. Nobody's name's going to be on there but your own. So you owe it to yourself each and every single day to be present, to be present. You have a wonderful and caring instructor, Miss Brandy. But again, remember, you need to meet her halfway, right? You're going to also meet Miss Caitlin, who is part of Career Services. You need to meet her halfway. You're going to meet the DOE, Miss Jessica. Jessica's going to handle probations and SABs and leave of absences. But again, you need to meet her halfway. You have other instructors on board that you're going to also be familiar with. Meet us halfway, guys. Remember, your name only is going to be on that diploma once you graduate. Again, welcome to your success, welcome to your journey, and welcome to being a college student. All right, Ms. Brandy, back to you.
Thank you so much, Miss April. And we'll move on now to our Director of Education, Miss Jessica Washington.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unitech Training Academy. My name is Jessica Washington, your Director of Education. I'm so very thrilled to have each and every one of you join us on this exciting journey. As a director of education, my role is to support and guide you throughout your time here, ensuring that you have the resources and support you need to be successful. I will be overseeing your academic success plan and working very closely with Ms. Brandy to ensure that you receive the best possible education and training. Now, I do believe that communication is the key to success, and I'm always available to answer any questions or concerns you may have. Whether you need assistance with an assignment or you just need some encouragement, we are all here to help you. I encourage you to take advantage of the opportunities and resources available to you and to embrace the challenges that lie ahead. So let's get started and make the most incredible opportunity. And again, welcome to Unitech.
Thank you, Miss Jessica. All right, so now we are going I'm going to introduce you guys to a couple other medical billing and coding instructors. And these are my partners in crime. These are my partners in crime. They're the people I work the closest with. You guys will see them in our weekly live Zoom meetings. Sometimes we alternate presentations because everybody learns a little different, right? So maybe getting it from a different point of view sometimes is helpful. So we share that responsibility sometimes. You will see these ladies. And I'm going to start off with our head instructor, our lead instructor, Miss Danielle Washington.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unitech. You have taken the time to gift yourself today. And what are you gifting yourself with? You're gifting yourself with knowledge. You wanted to go into a career that can actually one day give you financial stability. Because let's be honest, we all go into certain fields of study so that we can get the knowledge that we need to be successful and be able to grow within that field. Medical billing and coding is one of those fields where you have the ability to grow. If you now struggle with discipline, if you now struggle with being motivated, now is the time for you to hone in on those specific skills because you will need them going into this field. You need to be disciplined. You need to take the initiative to do the things that you stated that you're going to do once you enter the course. In this career, you also have the ability to one day work independently from your home once you've gained the skills and the knowledge that you need. And that is a big, big responsibility to carry. Why? Because what do billers do? Billers make sure that providers get paid. And if providers don't get paid, then that company cannot run. So the responsibility of that particular facility staying in business is solely on your shoulders. That is a very big responsibility. So I want you to actually take that to an account while you're in your course. And just as the livelihood of that particular clinic may be based on you, the livelihood of your life, of what you want for yourself, is solely based on you. You will get everything that you put in back. So make sure that you're giving it everything. Make sure that you're communicating with Ms. Brandy about the things that you need help with. Even if, like she said, we work as a team, if we need to come in and you need to hear from a different perspective, from a different instructor, we're more than really willing to do that. But remember, you're going to get out of this course what you put in. So make that decision today to give it your all. You got this. You can do this. Welcome to Unitech.
Thank you, Miss Danielle. Well said. Well said. All right. Next, we have the fabulous Miss Crystal Berry.
Good morning. And again, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Unitech family. We are a team. We work together. Never feel that you're not able to reach out to any one of us. We are here to assist you. You have a fabulous and excellent instructor, Miss Brandy. So please remember, communication is key. We are not mind readers to help you if you don't let us know what's going on. So again, welcome to the Unitech family.
Thank you, Miss Crystal. All right, I think that is all the instructors we have on. And next, I'm going to introduce you to, I believe that is Miss Caitlin down there. Hi. Is Miss Caitlin from the Career Services Department?
She was having issues with her volume and her microphone earlier this morning
Okay.
for another onboarding for coding and scripting. So I believe she's still having some problems there, but I'm gonna just speak on her behalf there. This is Miss Caitlin Moore, everyone. Miss Caitlin is part of Career Services team. There's also Miss Demetria Latik, who you get to meet later on as well. These two individuals, you're going to see them from now all the way until the end of your journey, and then some after that. Because remember, at Unitech, we provide lifetime career services placement, right, and assistance. So lifetime services are available for you. These things are going to help you with mock interviewing, resumes, cover letters. You're going to see guest speakers come around to help you with those soft skills, right? Those soft skills are very important when it comes to landing your career. Remember, I didn't say job, right? I said career. All of these tidbits that you're experiencing and you're seeing today, and you're hearing today, are going to help you be successful in your career. I want you to have that mindset starting today. Totally different mindset, right? So Ms. Caitlin and Ms. Demetria, you're going to see lots of dialogue from them, lots of communication from them. Please respond back. This is very important, right? Because remember, the only name that's going to be on that diploma is yours, right? It's yours. So we do expect that communication. We do expect you to be present. And when I mean present, meaning involved, right? Involved in all of the things. So you will be hearing from Ms. Caitlin and well, Coach Caitlin and Coach D very frequently throughout your term here.
And Miss April, I'm glad you said that about career services, because I wanted to mention one more thing. With career services, a lot of times career services will reach out to us when a provider is looking for a specific type of student. They will contact the instructor directly and say, this provider is looking for students that show this type of such and such, etc. So when we are looking at you guys as students, we're looking at you to see that you are submitting assignments daily on time. We're looking at you to see if you're communicating when you are not able to submit your assignments. We're looking at you to be the type of provider rep that particular provider is looking for, to embody all of those things. So be sure that when you come in, that each and every one of you is that student that we want to send to that provider when career services calls us and asks us for a specific type of student. Be that student that we want to just say, yes, I have tons. I have 5, 6, 7, I have 9 of them. Be that student. And that was my career services. You reminded me, Miss April.
Excellent information, y'all. And I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank y'all so much. All right. So my students, y'all stick around. We've got a lot to cover still. And staff, thank y'all so much for the warm welcome and joining us this morning. And y'all have a great rest of your day.
Congrats, everyone. Congratulations.
Bye, y'all. Best of
Bye.
luck.
All right, guys. Well, it's just us again. So I'm going to start off by telling y'all a little bit about myself. My name is Brandy Guillory. Again, please call me Miss Brandy. We, like they were saying, we try to keep it as professional as we can. You can think of me as your instructor. You can also think of me as your boss, your supervisor, something like that. Because like Danielle said, we do get a lot of calls from offices all over the state looking for students to fill positions, even before they're done finishing the program. We will put students up for positions, the ones that are really applying themselves and doing well. So I sometimes look at y'all from a managerial standpoint. I have run a medical office before. I've done hiring, firing, scheduling, all that fun stuff. So I know what they're looking for. And I'm more than happy. I love it when I can put up one of my students for a job. That makes my day, guys. It really does. Because that's the whole point of this, right? That's why we're here, to get that nice office job, that cushy position, that Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, that weekends off, that paid holidays, that insurance coverage, you know. And a lot of medical offices are a lot more understanding when you have stuff going on with your family. And let me tell y'all this too, from somebody who's been in this industry for 10 years. it helps to know doctors. When you have something going on with your child or yourself or your mother, your father, whoever, and it's something serious and you need a good doctor, it helps to know doctors. It helps to know nurses. It helps to know billing people, because then you've got this network that you can reach out to and get done what you need to get done. And I'll give y'all some more examples of that a little bit later. But so a little bit about me. I've been doing medical billing and coding and a lot of other office positions for medical offices for over a decade now. I've been teaching this program for going on 2 years now, and I've had a ton of students finish, a ton of students go to work in the field, and they're just killing it. They're just killing it. They're awesome. I end up getting really close with my students, even though we're not in a classroom atmosphere. I'll see you guys in our Zoom meetings. We'll talk over email. We'll talk via text message is my big one. The quickest response is text me. Text me. I do not look at emails all day long. I do not look at Remind app notifications all day long. I do not have those open all day. Okay, I generally have 2 to 3 meetings a day, so I'm in and out, right? So, but if you text me, it comes right to me, and usually I can answer you right back. I am 42 years old, mother of 1. I just moved back home to Morgan City, Louisiana. I was born and raised here, but I've lived away for like the last 25 years. Lived in some of the biggest cities in the country. It's been fantastic. But I have a 5-year-old, and I wanted to raise her back in a place where I knew people and there was a community. And Morgan City is a great place to live. It's a small town, but you know, we got Homa 20 minutes away, Lafayette an hour in the other direction. We got everything we need, right? And that's a bit about me. I've done every kind of billing there is to do, every specialty you can think of: orthopedics, cardiology, trauma surgeon, pediatrics. I've even done ambulance billing, which is kind of a whole another field, another ball game almost. But I've done that too. I've scheduled appointments. I've verified insurances. I've argued with insurance companies. I've done a little bit of everything. So I've got a lot of firsthand knowledge to share with you guys. And I hope that you'll just soak it on in. Soak it in and take advantage of it, and you know, make the best use of it you can. And that's about all there is to me. I work and I work for my family. You know, my kid is my number one. Just like a lot of people, you know. All right, so a little bit about our program. This program, and the reason I want to go over this and tell you guys this is, I know you heard it from admissions, but admissions doesn't teach it. Admissions has never, usually our admissions people have not worked in this industry. So I want to give you the scoop on what this program is and what it can do for you. It can open a lot of doors, guys, a lot. There's 2 different certifications that you can get in this program. You can get the coding and insurance, NCCT, and then you can get the medical office assistant. And what this program teaches you in 8 months, basically, is everything there is to know about running a medical office aside from patient contact. Basically anything administrative: billing, coding, insurance verification, scheduling. You're going to learn how to do all of that, and you're going to learn how to do it on the software that they use in a medical office. Okay, we have a simulation software that you guys get to play on for like a month and a half, I think, roughly about 5 or 6 weeks, that you guys will get to mess with this software and go through it and just learn it, you know. And that way, once you get into the job position, you'll know the software. You'll be familiar with how it's set up. Okay. So, but yeah, it'll open a lot of doors. It'll open a lot of doors if you take it there. A lot of folks come in and want to work from home right after they finish this program. Sometimes you can do that. Most of the time you cannot. Okay. Working from home is, I suggest you get some experience first. especially if you have not worked from home before or you have not worked in a medical office before. You need to know how the office flows. You need to know how the paperwork flows. You've got to have a frame of reference, basically, before you can start doing it at home on your own. And also, a lot of people, working from home is a trust thing. An employer has to trust you. You kind of have to prove yourself, because it takes discipline. It takes a lot of discipline to get yourself up and start working without somebody saying, hey, it's time to get up and work. You got to be here at this time. No, I got to get myself up every day and clock in on my own, and be disciplined and make sure I get everything I need to do done in my 8-hour day. And sometimes I can't get it done in 8 hours, guys. Sometimes I'm working till 11, 12 o'clock at night. But c'est la vie. Not everybody's like that. Most of the time it's an 8-hour day. I do a lot extra. But that's what this program is here to teach you, okay? How to get that foot in the door, how to get that base knowledge so that when you go to an interview and they ask you, do you know what an EOB is? Do you know what a HCFA 1500 is? You can say, yeah, I know what that is. Do you know how to use a CPT manual? Yeah, I know how to do that. Are you familiar with EHR software? Yeah, I worked on that for about 6 weeks in school. That's what it's about. Giving you those yes, I am, I can, hire me. That's what it's about. So that's what I'm gonna do for y'all in this program. Any questions thus far about the program? No? I do want to let y'all know it is an 8-month program, and it kind of runs like a Ferris wheel. Okay, we have 8 separate classes ranging from 20 to 40 days long, each one. You'll go from one to the other. Now, because our program runs like a Ferris wheel and we enroll students throughout the year, you can start anywhere in the program. You're not going to start at the beginning. In fact, right now, our modules or classes, we call them modules, they run from module 151 to 158 is the last module. You guys are actually starting in 153, okay? So we've already gone through a couple of modules as far as the program is concerned. You guys are kind of jumping in at a hard point. You're jumping into where we're focusing on CPT coding right now. And it's not the easiest section to just jump into, because when you look at coding for the first time, it's Greek. You're going to be looking at Greek, and you're probably going to get overwhelmed, and you're going to be like, what did I sign up for? Take my advice. Give it 2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks of doing some of the work and getting into it. You guys, it starts clicking. It's not that difficult. It just looks Greek because you've never seen it before. That's all. But you just got to trust the process, trust me, and know that you will learn everything you need to learn. I promise you that. Okay. So you guys are starting out in module 153. In fact, we're about 12 days away from being done with module 153. Module 154, we continue coding in module 154, so you guys have got plenty of time to catch on to it before we move on to something else, okay? So don't stress out over that. Do not let yourself get overwhelmed. And a lot of my students also, they overthink. Don't overthink it, guys. If there's something you got a question about, don't sit there and look for something for 30 minutes or think about something for 30 minutes. Just text me and say, hey, I can't find this. Where can I find this? Or I need help with this, or I need extra time. Just shoot me a text message and I'll get right back with you and let you know, hey, this is on page blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, you can Google search for this, or, whatever the case may be. I will let you know quickly. Don't overthink it. Don't stress yourselves out. There's nothing you need to stress over, okay? We're an online program. That means we have flexibility. We can work around whatever you guys have pop up in your lives. And things are going to pop up. I don't think there's anybody on this earth that goes an 8-month span without life kicking them in the face at least once, right? Crap happens. It happens to all of us. It happens to me, it seems like, on a weekly basis. Either my kid's getting sick, I moved in May, my car was stolen in July, life happens. So just get in touch with me if you need more time on stuff or if you're having issues with something. And if it's something really serious, like a medical issue that you've come up with, or you have a baby or something like that, we also have the option of taking a 30-day leave of absence. As long as you're maintaining a GPA and you're in good standing, we can take a leave of absence if you need to. And, to where you don't have to think about, if it's that serious, you don't have to think about school for 30 days, but you're not losing any time. You're not losing your enrollment status. You're just taking a 30-day break. And then you jump back on the horse after 30 days. Hopefully things are a little bit better for you. So that's always an option. Don't think, oh, this happened, I gotta quit, and then stop talking to me. I've had students do that, guys, and it's not necessary. It's really not. You have options. So just keep that in mind when stuff happens, okay? Let's see. Talked about the program being a Ferris wheel and where you guys are starting at. Let's talk about logins for a second, okay? Or actually, before we talk about logins, let's talk about expectations. Miss April and Miss Danielle kind of went over a little bit of what Unitech expects from you guys, and that's basically commitment. It's daily activity, okay? And that lines right up with their attendance policy. Our attendance policy is that you come to school every day, okay? When I say come to school, we're online. So all that means for you guys is submitting an assignment. You need to submit an assignment every single day to get attendance every single day, okay? You have, the way I set up the assignments, you have a daily assignment and a lab every day, Monday through Friday, okay? And I make it really easy for you guys when you have something going on. Your daily assignment is one question. One question. One, like, will take me 5 minutes to answer this and get it submitted question, okay? So in the event that y'all have a hectic work schedule that day, or you're just exhausted, do the daily assignment for that day and worry about the lab on the weekend, if that's what you need to do. You can also work ahead, but I ask that you please submit the daily assignment on the day it's due. And that way, I don't have to go look for your attendance. I don't have to go look for your submission. I can look at that day's assignment and say, so-and-so did it, so-and-so did it, so-and-so did it. And if you didn't do it, you haven't turned it in yet, I'm not going to give you your attendance, okay? So please submit your daily assignment every day on the day it's due if you do them early, which I generally try to get everything posted by Friday afternoon for the following week. So y'all will have time to get a jump on things if y'all need to, okay? If y'all need to work on things on the weekend. So daily attendance is an expectation. And my only other expectation, guys, is communication and professionalism. Well, two, communication and professionalism. Communicate with me when you need to, okay? I'm very easy to talk to. I am very down to earth, and I'm usually very kind, very kind and polite. The only time I'm not is when you're not with me. I'm a very much, you're gonna get exactly what you give with me. If you give me a one-word answer to a question I ask, I'm gonna give you a one-word answer the next time you ask me a question. Like, I gotta say, there were several of y'all, and I don't think it's actually even anybody on here, but there were several of y'all, I sent y'all like a long thing, and I get back, yes. And no signature to an email or anything like that. Guys, that's not professional. That's not professional at all. One-word answers are not what you're gonna type to your boss, so please don't type it to me. And always, 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 guys, even if you're sending it from your phone, type who you are as a signature so that the person you're emailing knows who's sending them an email, okay? And doesn't have to guess by your email address, okay? That's just a little tip for maintaining professionalism, okay? And you'll learn more about being professional as the course goes on. I do several different videos and exercises and things on professionalism and professional dress, professional communication. We're going to go over all that kind of stuff. So if you need to work on that, that's not a problem. That's okay. You know, it takes time to build those kind of skills. All right. And that's my 2 expectations. If we can do that, you do your work and you maintain professional communication with me, we are good to go. We're good to go. All right, so let's talk about your logins. Let's go ahead and move on to that. Your logins, you're going to get several different ones. All right. You're going to get one for your e-learning website, all right, which is your My Unitech website. You're going to get a login for that. You're going to have a Unitech email address that you're going to have to set up, okay? And then you're going to have a login also for your ebooks, all right? I know that seems like a lot, but it's not too bad. The first email you're going to get is going to be from our IT department, and they are going to be giving you directions for setting up that Unitech email account, okay? Well, they've already set it up for you. All you have to do is log in and change the password to one that you'll remember, okay? And it's very important that y'all do that because you're going to use that same login that you set up for your email. That's the same login you're going to use for your My Unitech site, okay? Same username and password for email and My Unitech site, okay? And if you scroll down in the email, they give y'all step-by-step directions on how to set that up, okay? So it's not too difficult, but if you get stuck in the process, just text me, guys, and I can walk you through it in minutes. You can walk through it in minutes. It takes no time at all. All right, so that's one. You're gonna get all these emails that are gonna help you set up your stuff. You may or may not have already received the one from IT. In fact, Ashley, Rylisa, Jada, Alexia, and Haley, possibly Cartina. Y'all should probably have already received your email from IT. If you haven't, please check your spam folder, okay? Tanisha, I do not want to butcher your name, so I'm just gonna say Miss Allen for right now. Miss Allen, Tanisha, Trina, and Jennifer. Y'all probably have not received your emails yet because y'all were signed up over the weekend, kind of, and it'll take IT like all of today to get that generated. So you probably will not get anything until tomorrow. So just keep that in mind. And then check your spam folder periodically to see if you got that. But it'll come from Unitech support, the first one. Okay. So that's thing one. That's about your logins. Any questions about that process so far? But like I said, guys, the emails walk you through it step by step. Step by step. A little bit about the books though. Okay. Your books are going to come, that code is going to come from our registrar, Miss Franny Hoffman. She's going to send y'all a code, basically. It's a big, long email. It walks you through it step by step. And then at the bottom of the email, there's like, I think it's like a 16-digit code, super long code. It's in big print. You can't miss it. Once you set up the account on Elsevier or Evolve, that's our book people. Once you set up that account, you're going to redeem that code, okay? You're going to redeem that code and it'll give you access to all 6 books that you're going to need throughout the program, all 6 that you're going to use at one time, okay? You will not receive that email until you turn in day 1 assignment. Your day 1 assignment that I sent in the welcome email must be turned in today by 11:55 in order for you to be active in this program and accepted into this class, okay? That's vital. That's the only thing you'll have to do today other than attending this meeting is return that day 1 assignment to me. 3 of y'all have already gotten back. So y'all don't have anything else to do today. Yay. The rest of y'all, please get it to me as soon as possible so I can go ahead and let the registrar know that you're active in the course and they can start sending out your emails and stuff, okay? So day 1 assignment, really, really important. Get it turned in today. Otherwise, you cannot start this week. That's the rule, unfortunately. Let's
I have a
see.
question.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, I never heard of like I know we're supposed to have a weekly class meeting today, but
I can barely hear you, Jada. Move it closer. See if I can hear a little better. Or if you want to type it in the chat, you could do that too. I've got the chat open if y'all want to type questions there instead of talking. Some people don't like talking on the Zoom. All right, Jada, I'm gonna wait for that question to pop up in chat, okay? Anybody else have any questions so far? We don't have a lot much more, guys. Promise. All right, so a little bit more about books. Your textbooks and workbooks will be ebooks. You'll get them on the Elsevier Evolve website. You'll have 3 printed books that are going to get shipped to the address you have on file with Unitech. So if you use a different address than the one you live at, you might want to get that corrected ASAP because your books are going to go to whatever address you use. Okay? And these books, when is our weekly class meeting? We'll get to that in just a second. 3 printed books, they are going to be your coding manuals. Okay? They're the only ones you're going to receive in print. They're huge. Okay? This is just one of 3 that you're going to get. This is the biggest one, I think. Yeah, I think CPT is the biggest one. You're also going to get ICD-10 and HCPCS. Okay? These are your coding manuals. This is how we code. You already have it, Jennifer. Awesome.
My stepmother gave me her books.
Fantastic. That's going to help you out because unfortunately, the printed manuals do not get mailed out until you're active in the course. So they don't actually get shipped till tomorrow. So you guys will not have them till next week. So Jennifer, you're ahead of the curve, sister. That's awesome that you have one.
Thank you.
Because you guys don't have your manuals yet, and the CPT, that is the one we're working in currently, I have a PDF copy of the CPT on our homepage. Okay, and I'll explain more as to where that is in a little bit for y'all. But it is there for y'all because you don't have your books yet and you're not going to have them for like a week. But this is what we're studying right now. This is what we're learning. And you can also, guys, sometimes you can Google search for a code. It might not get you to the exact one, but it'll get you in the ballpark usually. Okay. But you will receive your books in about 7 days after you become active in the course. If you do not get your books, if y'all do not have your books by next Wednesday, please let me know so we can track shipment and find out where your books are. Okay. I had one who started like a month ago, never got her books and didn't let me know. And turns out they got lost in shipping and had to be reshipped to her. Had she let me know, right away.
Hello.
Hey, Jada.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm having like connection problems, but I was asking that I know the class meeting every Monday, but I never heard of a time.
We're going to go over that in a
Oh, okay.
little bit. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to talk about our weekly meeting or meeting.
Okay.
Actually, right now we're having two, but, what's his name? Oh, if she'd have let me know she didn't have her books, she'd have had them like 3 weeks earlier. Okay. So you have your books too, Ralisa. Awesome. Y'all, that's a big relief to me, honestly. It stresses me out that y'all don't have your books. Like I've been going to bat trying to get the books shipped before y'all start your first day of class, but Unitech just does not work that way. That's not the way we work. So we make do, right? We make do. Let's see, anything else I need to mention to you guys about books? I don't think so. That's it. You should have about 6 in ebooks and you'll get your 3 printed manuals next week. That's about it for books. All right, so let's talk. We'll go ahead, since several of y'all had the question about the class meeting. We'll go ahead and talk about that right quick. All right, right now, we're having 2 meetings a week, one on Wednesday. And I'm having to switch it, unfortunately, from 4 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So Wednesdays at 2, we have Wednesday coding class. And it is kind of low-key, informal coding practice. We simply get in, we walk through like 4 or 5 coding examples, and that's it. It takes like 30 minutes, sometimes less than that, depending on if y'all have questions and things like that. So not bad. That'll be 2 o'clock on Wednesday. And then we have on Thursday at 4 o'clock, we have our weekly live lecture, which is generally roughly about an hour long. And that is the meeting that the instructors, we switch up who presents those meetings. Because we all pretty much teach the same things around the same time. So we swap it out. Because like I said earlier, different people have different learning styles. I present things one way, Miss Danielle presents things another way, Miss Crystal presents things another way, So you never know who's gonna have that way that's gonna make it click for you. So we try to, share the responsibility, so to speak. 4 p.m. on Thursday, that's correct. Now, something to remember about our weekly, our Zoom meetings, they are not mandatory. You guys, if y'all are working, you do not have to come to them. But please, please, please go back and watch the recording later on that day, okay? Go back and watch the recording. There are always important announcements. There are tips and tricks y'all don't want to miss that you're not going to find in your book. Your book is going to give you everything you need to pass your certification exam. I'm going to give you everything that happens in the real world, okay? Everything that you can expect when you get to the job, when you get to that office. And it's a little bit different than how you learn things in school. So it's important that y'all at least watch those recordings if you're unable to make it to the meeting itself. If you can, I have students that come and cannot turn on their camera, and that's okay. That's fine. If you can't, you can't. I get that. It's not a requirement. It's just something we like because I don't like talking to little black boxes. I prefer talking to people, okay? But if you're at work, I have students who will get on my meeting, put me in an earbud, turn off the screen, and listen to the class. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. In fact, I appreciate that effort, Like I said, Zooms are not mandatory, but they are highly suggested. They're highly suggested. And it also, guys, it helps you to get to know your classmates and make those connections in the industry. These are the people that you'll be working with potentially, And when you work in the office, you talk to people from other offices all over the state because doctors refer to other doctors. Doctors have to request records from other doctors. So you may end up talking to people that you were in class with. I've worked with people that graduated from Unitech before I worked at Unitech. And it's good. There's one of my students actually just went to work for the place I worked at my first billing job, which is right there in Alexandria, a company called ACS, Acadiana Computer Systems. I worked there for years and got a ton of experience. And I was very happy that I was able to get one of my students hired on there because it's going to give her a wealth of knowledge. I mean, just a ton of knowledge. But anywho, so yeah, 4 p.m. on Thursdays, if y'all can make it, please do. And if not, watch the recordings. We'll miss things if y'all do not watch the recordings. And then if you text me with a question that I covered in the recording, I'm going to say, please go back and watch Thursday's Zoom. We talked about that. Okay. All right. Let's see. So we talked about books. We talked about logins. We talked about Zoom. Let's talk a little bit about assignments. Like I said, y'all will have Monday through Friday a daily assignment in a lab every single day. Please turn in your daily assignments daily. I suggest you do the labs daily, but not everybody can because of work and family, etc. I get that. That's fine. I don't close assignments until Sunday night at 11:55. Okay? Everything for the week is going to close at Sunday at 11:55. So if you need to work on it on the weekend, do that. If you need more time, if Sunday afternoon roll, and I say that y'all can text me anytime, but please be respectful of that. Like I say anytime, but really, if you text me between midnight and 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get mad because I'm gonna be asleep. And most of the time, my kid sleeps right next to me because my husband works out. So if you wake her up in the middle of the night, we have some issues. But other than that, y'all can text me anytime. But please don't wait till 11 o'clock on Sunday night to text me and ask me for more time. Like, text me Sunday afternoon, please. Okay? Because number one, you text me at 11, you're not going to get a response till the next morning anyway. I don't want you to stress over it all night. And 9 times out of 10, y'all, if you ask me for extra time, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. And I'm not going to ask you questions as to why. I'm not going to try to get in your tea. Okay? You got life, I got life. Just if you communicate with me, then you don't have to give me any details. Just tell me I got something going on. I need a little bit more time. And sure, why not? More than happy to. I understand. Okay? So yeah, a daily assignment in the lab every single day. You usually will have like 1 test a week. We cover 1 chapter at a time, and then we'll test on that chapter. And we'll spend 3 or 4 days in each chapter. Is generally about how that works. I think that's about it, guys. Do y'all have any questions over on assignments, labs, anything like that? No? Okay, fantastic. Next thing I want to mention, majority of your assignments, like almost every single one of them, will ask you to type up a document containing your answers to those chapter exercises or that question or whatever it is. You can do this for free in Google Docs. Once your Unitech email address is set up with Microsoft, you will have access to Microsoft Word for free through Unitech. Okay? You can use Microsoft Word, you can use Google Docs, you can use the notepad on your computer. However you need to type up a document and save it to your computer, do it that way. Okay, I'm not particular about what you use. And then you'll have to take that document that you saved to your computer and upload it to the assignment page. Okay. If you need help, if you get stuck in that process anywhere, text me. I can walk you through it in just a minute or two. Okay. Regardless of what kind of computer you're using, I can walk you through it. If you are using a mobile device, that's a little bit harder because I don't do that kind of stuff on my phone. I like having a nice big screen where I can open multiple windows and switch back and forth easy and stuff like that. So I will do the best I can if you're trying to do something on a mobile device, but really I suggest using a laptop or a desktop computer for your school stuff. Okay. Let's see. I think that's just about it, y'all. If y'all don't have any questions for me. Oh, there is actually one more thing. Right now, Unitech is in the process of updating our servers, okay, for the online campus. We're getting a whole new system, whole new e-learning site. So right now, we are not working in that system. We are working in Google Classroom. Is anybody familiar with Google Classroom? And I'll be honest with you, I find it easier to work with than our e-learning site. Hopefully when we get the new one, it'll be better, but I'm really enjoying Google Classroom. So once y'all send me your daily assignment, those of y'all that have already sent it, I'm gonna email y'all after the meeting. I'm gonna email you the Google Classroom link, okay? I need y'all to click in there and get in there. That is where you're gonna find, right now, you're gonna find your assignments, your labs, your exams, everything is in Google Classroom, okay? Excuse me. That PDF copy of the CPT manual, for those of y'all that do not have it, is at the beginning of the stream for our Google Classroom. You're just going to scroll all the way down to the first post in that stream, and it's attached there. Okay. Right now, today, all y'all need to worry about is that day one assignment. Tomorrow, all we're going to focus on is getting you logged into everything. Okay. No assignments to turn in yet tomorrow, but I do want you communicating with me on your logins. Let me know when you successfully log into something, or if you're having problems logging into something. If the end of the day tomorrow comes and you have not gotten that email to set up your Unitech email address, get with me so I can get them to resend it. Okay. If you don't see your emails coming in, get with me so I can see where they are. Okay. I can go back and ask people and say, hey, the student hasn't received this, where's it at? And I can get a copy and then send it to you myself, or have them resend it or something like that. So tomorrow we need to be communicating on your logins, your email address set up, your My Unitech login, and your books, your ebooks. Those are all the logins I want y'all to concentrate on tomorrow. Okay, I don't want you to work on any assignments. I do want you to get in the Google Classroom so I can see you there, but you don't have anything to turn in for today or tomorrow there, okay? Is everybody, we're good on that? Everybody understand what y'all have to do today and what you're gonna focus on for tomorrow? Yeah? Perfect, perfect. And again, guys, if y'all forget, you have questions, text me. Text me. I promise I'll text you right back. Okay. All right. So that's it. That is it. Unless you guys have questions or concerns for me, that's all the information I'm going to bombard you with today. Any questions, concerns, anything at all? About anything? Class, Unitech, the medical billing and coding industry, anything? Jada,
I
what
have a
you?
question, Miss Brandy. I know that you stated that if we cannot make the lives, that we can go back and watch the videos. Where will those videos be? Will that be on the same form like the Google Classroom?
I will post it when we have a video recording. I post the link to that recording on the Remind app. I post it there. I also, guys, if y'all want to come via your phone, get that Remind app and get in our class, because I post all the Zoom meeting links there. I post all the video recordings there, and any important announcements that our class has, like when we don't have class for a holiday, or if I'm going to be out for a day or something like that, I post everything on the Remind app. Now, I also post it in the Google Classroom stream. So y'all could actually, once y'all are in there, go back and look through the meetings we've had the last few weeks if you wanted to do that. That's totally up to y'all if y'all want to do that. But that's where they'll be. They'll be in the stream and then also on the Remind app. And then once we're back into our My Unitech site, I have a page dedicated to Zoom meetings where all the recordings are posted for the whole module. So you should always be able to go back and find them if you need them. Now, our meeting's at 4:00, okay? And they do take a little while to upload and transfer and upload into YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So they usually end up getting posted about between 6 and 7 that evening, is before I get them posted, because my day ends at 5:00 and I have a kid to take care of after that. So anything after 5:00 is hit and miss for me, because my child is home and she's my focus at that time. Okay. Great question though. Great question.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Questions, concerns, anything at all?
So I have a question. So it's not Mondays, it's Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Sorry?
It's not Mondays, just Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Uh-huh. Yep. We only do a Monday meeting on your first day of class because you start on Monday, and I've got all this information to give you. So that's the only time you should ever have a Monday meeting. And generally, I try to have meetings at the same time every single week. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I have to cancel a meeting if my child is homesick, or if the weather's bad and my electricity is spotty, my internet's going in and out, it's hard for me to have a meeting. So sometimes they will get postponed or they will get canceled altogether. But if that happens, I will let y'all know on the Remind app and on the stream. And any learning, there's a news and announcements page. It would be there as well. But I try to keep them at the same time and day, so that way y'all can plan for it. You know what I mean? If y'all can work it in your schedule some kind of way, I try to allow for that. Another great question. Awesome. Anybody else? Let's see, Jennifer. I don't know, Relly, so that's a good question. That's a good question. I'm not sure if you would count as a new enrollment, so you get a new batch of books or not. But whichever ones you have are fine to use. As long as you've got one ICD-10, one CPT, and one HCPCS, which is HCPCS, HCPCS. As long as you have those three, you're good to go. And Jennifer, same thing, ICD-10, CPT, and HCPCS.
What about this one?
That's HCPCS.
Okay. I have all of my books then.
Wonderful. You will get copies since those were you said your moms or your stepmoms?
Stepmom.
Those are your stepmoms. You'll get your own like 2023 versions.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. No problem, Riley. So that's awesome. Wonderful. All right, guys. Fantastic. Fantastic. Y'all are off to a great start. So that's all I've got for y'all today. Please, again, if you've not returned that day one assignment to me, please do so as soon as possible so I can get you active in our system. And other than that, guys, have a blessed day. Have a blessed and wonderful day. And welcome to the class.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank y'all.